Hey guys, welcome to today's Let's Play. Today we are jumping back into Danganronpa. We are still in Chapter 2. I think we might still be on free time. Let's go ahead and leave. So in our last episode, I don't think a whole lot happened. We had some more character development. We had, oh gosh, I'm gonna be terrible with the names. Hold on, let's pull up our report card. Kiyotaka and Mondo, yeah, they had just finished their little bro time in the sauna, so now we're just kind of hanging out. We could hang out with Yasuhiro, who haven't we hung out with in a while? Hifumi, Sakura, who's in their room? Toko. Go see Celeste. Do you want to hang out with me? Detective girl? I'm trying to remember how to run. Circle. Circle is run. For those in the know, it is circle. Where are you? Detective girl! Am I stupid? I mean, I'm not. By the second floor stairs. I went there already. No, I didn't. Idiot.
Why?
Who set this all up? Why did they choose us? There are so many mysteries. Let's spend some time with Kyoko.
Well,
I'm in no position to tell you what to do. You're free to do as you wish, right? But I have my own way of doing things. I joined Kyoko while she starts to school. We didn't say anything to each other. Grow a little bit closer. Let's give her a present. We'll give you... what a detective you want. Some perfume? How did you know I was interested in this? You're an enigma, Makoto Naegi. Seeing Kyoko so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. Quiet as ever. I guess she doesn't like to waste her words. Hey, Kyoko?
and?
You're expecting a conversation, don't. There's no need for it. But I mean, don't you think talking is important? I feel like if we're gonna get out of here, we all need to be on the same page. And to do that, we need to get to know each other. You could certainly make the argument that forming friendships may help prevent killings.
So...
But are you asking for some kind of deep connection? Huh? You
Because...
could just be deceiving us. Pretending to be everyone's friend so you can gather information. No, that's not...
Why?
Well then, let's do a quick test, shall we? A test?
That's right.
If you're as gung-ho on friendship as you claim, this should be an easy question. Oh, okay, so I just have to answer your question, is that it?
So then...
Are you ready? You consider Hina one of your friends, yes?
And?
If that's true, what is her ultimate ability? It's an easy one. Hina's ultimate ability is swimming, right? Yeah. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, of course.
Correct.
Well, asked and answered.
It would seem...
And your pleas of camaraderie are true. That was an easy one. Of course. Yes, of course. Such a foolishly open person as you could never lie. Everyone would know right away. Get with that foolishly open stuff.
So then...
Okay then, as promised. What would you like to know about me? Oh, let's see. What school did you used to go to before you came here?
So...
Before I came here? I guess I was living abroad. Abroad? Was it an exchange program, or do your parents work overseas or something? My parents? I suppose. Why all the question marks? Anyway, okay. So she was living abroad because of her dad's job. So what kind of work does he do? Foreign government? Top secret clearance? More question marks. Okay, so he does top secret work for other governments. All I can think of is an assassin?
Whew.
I kept up my end of the deal.
Goodbye.
This should be enough, right? I'm leaving now. She left without even waiting for a reply. She's so full of mystery. A mysterious woman Kyoko is. And hearing what she had to say just added even more mystery on top of everything. We increase our skill points. Look at us go. Yeah. Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while.
School announcement. Nighttime is quickly approaching. But before it arrives, all students, please gather in the gym immediately. Emergency! Emergency!
Time for another motive. Why now all of a sudden? Oh, I'm sorry. Gather in the gym. Why now all of a sudden? I really don't like the sound of this. I have a terrible feeling. Well, you should. He's trying to get you to kill each other. Kyoko, did you hear the announcement just now?
Indeed.
Yes. I want to go, but we don't have any other choice, right?
Right.
Can't imagine it's going to be good news, but it's not a good idea to defy him, here and now.
Goodbye.
So I'm going on ahead. I really can't do anything except what Monokuma tells me. Yeah, pretty much stuck. Do 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 do. To the gym. To the gym. Here. I could just teleported. Whatever. Didn't take terribly long. It's Afumi. Hey Afumi, how come we haven't gone in yet? Oh, what? Mr. Nagy, don't scare me like that! Sorry, but we really should go inside. No, don't go! You can't go! That's what my ghost friend is telling me. I don't feel good about it either, but we can't just ignore this. Damn, that's true too. I guess we have no choice. I have to go too. Go or die, them's the rules. Asking us to gather together all of a sudden like this. What could he possibly want?
Well.
Indeed, what might await us this time? He keeps things interesting, that's for certain. How is that funny? Can't you smile like a normal person once in a while? Like how the housewife on a classic TV show smiles at the end of an episode?
What the heck?
There's something totally messed up with you if you can laugh at a time like this. Which of us is actually messed up, What's that supposed to mean? Nothing in particular. Just admiring, that's all. I don't want to kill anyone. But I also don't want to stay here, living in blind denial day after day. I was just admiring how you could live like that and still keep your sanity.
What is
Not a
this?
denial. You're stupid. That reminds me. Remember how you kept talking about how the police or whoever would come help us? How'd that turn out? Seems to me there's no sign whatsoever of possible rescue.
Well.
That's just...
Huh?
Shut up! Wonder what actually happened.
Certainly.
Strange, that's true. There's no way the police wouldn't know about it. We're right in the middle of a major urban area. The police suck! On the contrary, the mastermind may be just that powerful to take control even of the police.
Could it be?
Oh, this may not be related, but... Then don't say it! Nope, gonna say it.
It's not
About
like
last
some
night,
adult
I was near the main hall, just staring off into space. When all of a sudden, I heard it.
Huh?
You heard what? A sound that I don't really know what it was. What kind of sound? Like I said, I don't really know. But if I had to describe it,
Could
it was like a construction site, I guess? Construction site?
For
I mean, I could just be making that up. I only just barely heard anything. Then you definitely made it up. But it just been the sound of the ocean in that head of yours. Wait, say what? What you talking about, Toko? Oh, is that supposed to be Monokuma? What you talking about, Toko? Here he is. He's arrived. What Hero heard wasn't the sound of construction, but it could have been an explosion. Huh? maybe a machine gun. Woohoo! That can kinda sound like construction in a way. What are you talking about? Ha! Beyond this point, my mouth is zipped. My lips are sealed. I am fully puckered. The secret little secret. Fine, then let's move on to what you can tell us. Why did you call us all here? You don't beat around the old bush, do ya? Ready for me to get to the point, huh? But before that, you mind if I vent a little? I'm low on energy these days. My stitching's even losing all its shine and luster. I'm thinking it's probably because of this ho-hum boring old everyday life. I'm looking for something with a little more stimulation. Something rife with danger and intrigue. Listen, can I just be frank? The next Blackened hasn't showed up yet, and I'm getting bored! So, I've decided to come up with a new way to motivate you. Motivate? Another set of videos or something? You gonna show us some demented thing to try and drive us all to murder? Drive you to murder? What a mean thing to say! Just awful! I don't know what you got planned, but we're not going to kill each other anymore! No matter what you do, I swear to God we won't! That's very big talk. Do your best to back it up, okay? Now then, with your permission, let me begin! So this time it's... embarrassing memories and secrets! As long as you're alive, it's a given that there's things you don't want other people to know about you. So I did a little investigating of my own, and I dug up some of your darkest secrets.
And those embarrassing memories and secrets are all contained in the envelopes I have right here. I'm going to hand them out now, so take a second to take a peek.
Monokuma spoke. He tossed the envelopes at our feet. I quickly snatched the envelope with my name written on it. I nervously pulled out what was written inside. And my entire body suddenly went rigid. Makoto wet the bed until he was in 5th grade. Oof. What? How? How'd you find out about this? Everyone started talking at once. You have 24 hours if someone doesn't become blackened by then. All your deepest, darkest, most embarrassing secrets will be exposed to the world. Maybe I'll roll by a crowded intersection in a van, strapped with loudspeakers, and spill the beans. Yeah, wouldn't that be so embarrassing? So that's what you meant by motivate? Yep, you got it. They're all pretty unpleasant, trust me. None of you want to reveal that stuff, right? It's definitely something I'd rather people not know, but you'd never kill over something like that. What'd you say? He's right. Your plan is doomed to fail. No one's gonna murder someone for this kind of thing. Oh no. Is it because, for better or worse, your memory is still a way to connect to the outside world? You can hear this low growling on this video. My dog is next to me growling at Monokuma. Stop. He's just a cartoon bear. He's really not there. He's really not evil. It's just a cartoon. Just a cartoon bear, baby. I know. He's a jerk, but he's a bear. I have stuff I wouldn't want anyone to know, no matter what, so I assumed you'd all be the same. Which is why I put in so much effort into preparing this next motive. Man, you're saying you really won't kill each other over this stuff? That just sucks. Well, what can you do? Okay then, in 24 hours I'll expose all your secrets, just to make myself feel a little better. So sad, so depressed. Fare not well. An almost convincing look of depressed dejection on his face. Monokuma receded into the gym steps. I didn't know what to expect at first, but maybe we dodged a bullet on this one. I mean, yeah, having their secrets revealed is going to be totally embarrassing. But it's seriously not enough to give someone a reason to kill, right? Good news, everyone. I have a brilliant idea. Why don't we all just confess the secrets in those envelopes right here and now? If we do that, any and all motive for murder will vanish. That's pretty smart, right? Okay, so my embarrassing thing is... I don't want to hear your stupid story! What? Besides, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care what anyone says, I don't want to talk about mine!
As for me,
Neither do I. Not because it isn't pleasant, but because it is impossible. Well, it's just human nature to want to hear it when you say it's impossible. Come on, it'll be good for you. Absolutely not. It's okay, just a little bit. Come on, come on. As I said. Come on, come on, come on! I said I don't want to talk about it, you human bag of lard! Yeah! I agree with them. There's no need to discuss it. What do you think, Chihiro?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong. Then I can tell everyone.
Stop. I know. Monokuma's gone now, baby. He's not here anymore. He's not on the screen. He's not here. He's not here.
If you don't want to talk, you don't have to. I'm not super excited to talk about it either.
That's true.
If everyone's that much against it, even if my bro's the one that suggested it, I gotta say no. Well, that's okay then. Either way, if it's just a few secrets, I'm sure nobody's about to kill anybody over it. I hope you're right. Secret's so bad you'd kill someone to keep it. Nobody's got something like that, right? Okay, I'll stop with all the secret talk, but each of us has 24 hours to get ready. Having our secrets exposed isn't going to be fun, but it's not like we're gonna die because of it. So, you know, don't do anything hasty. The way you keep repeating it kind of makes me worry even more. Oh, okay, sorry. I know it's gonna be tough, but...
This as such, soon the doors
Time for bed.
dining hall. Okay then, sweet.
Nighttime already, huh? Okay, let's call it a day. Good idea. We need to prepare for tomorrow. I left with an anxiety I just couldn't shake, but we left things as they were, and left things as they lay. One by one, we headed back to our rooms. Secrets or memories you don't want anyone to know about. A way to connect to the outside world. Honestly, all that crap Monokuma was spouting didn't have any effect on me. There's no way anyone would kill over stuff like that. At least, that's what I thought. Maybe I was just being optimistic. Which is probably why, without too much of a struggle. Jeez, I'm more tired than usual. Super tired today. I fell asleep. What I didn't know is that even then, a tragedy was taking place. Hey, do you have a second? I want to confide in you. It's about the prevailing world attitude right now. The difference between passive and active, I mean. For example, it's the difference between like, oops, I killed him, and yeah, that's right, I killed him. Amazingly, there are tons of people who don't understand the difference. Can you believe it? But there's a huge difference between oops and that's right. You know what I'm saying, right? Anyone can kill someone in the heat of the moment, but surprisingly few can do it with calculated intent. To make that choice and put it into action, it's way harder than just letting your emotions lead you. It's all about preparation, resolve. So maybe you're wondering, what's the point I'm trying to make?
Well, I'm not totally sure myself. Maybe you should try reading between the lines.
Morning. Good morning.
Good
Ah.
morning!
Wah! Boo! Nice reaction. I'm glad I didn't see you I'm glad to see you didn't disappoint. What are you doing here? I wanted to spice things up, so instead of a school announcement, I decided to wake you up in person. What the hell for? Because it's fun. And as long as I'm here, I figured I'd let you hear it right from the bear's mouth. Hear what? Are you sure you should be acting this laid back? I mean, even though something happened to one of your buddy classmates. What? What? Your face is all blue like someone on the verge of death. What happened? What are you talking about? Woohoo! That's for me to know and you to find out. Good luck! Something's happened to someone. Was it? No, it can't be. There's no way someone would. But, what if? No, what ifs are pointless, especially now when... The dining hall. I need to get to the dining hall.
Makoto!
Are you okay? Did Monokuma tell you to?
Hiro, Hina, Sakura, and...
Byakuya. Oh no, you lived. You're the only ones here? Where's everyone else? Either they're already off trying to verify what Monokuma said, or they've fallen victim to the something that Monokuma mentioned. The... something? It can't be. Has it happened again? Murder? After hearing what Monokuma had to say, the worst possibility forced its way into my mind. It took everything I had to drive that thought away. So if something really did happen, does that mean someone did it because of what happened yesterday?
It can't be. That stuff was just a bunch of old memories.
Just old memories? Don't be so sure about that. Clearly someone felt it was more important than that. Huh? To judge someone else's values based on your own outlook? Do you realize how dangerous that is?
Why? Why did you say something yesterday?
Naturally.
You already forget? This isn't a co-op game, it's every man for himself. What good does it do me to go out of my way to help you?
Stop saying that already!
There's something wrong with him, for serious. Did he get brainwashed or something?
Wait.
That's not important. What matters right now is that we find out what happened.
That's fine.
She's right. Let's all split up and begin looking. The game is afoot. Alright. Well, I think the first place we want to check is... Hey, Hina.
Knocked on all the doors, but nobody answered. Did he all go to see what happened? Oh, and what about the second floor of the school? That's the one place that's new to all of us, so it seems like the natural place for...
Good point, good point. We should be able to warp here. Here. That's the pool. I don't want the pool. I want... Right? No, maybe I do. Wait, hold on. I think I do want this room. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I do. Yep. Huh? Door's open, but aren't they supposed to be locked?
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Investigation?
It's all clear now.
Just as I thought. Byakuya!
I see.
Judging from what he said, there could be no doubt a murder really has taken place. Come on! And the locker rooms? They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? Seems nobody's searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering as if talking only to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the girls' locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. Chihiro! No! What? I don't know how long it took for me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But as soon as I did... Ugh! Wild, almost primeval scream escaped from my mouth. Deadly life. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand.
Very strange.
Most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm. Almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen. Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust? Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling too, confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head... Hey, I heard screaming. Did something... Oh, Chihiro!
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
The hell was that? Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka's, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement? Then Chihiro is really... dead, yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body. Damn, I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim!
Which means we are now in the same position once again.
Fuck, man. The fuck is this?
It's a dream! This is a dream! All is. In fact, I haven't even been born yet! I don't have any memory of ever being alive! Yeah!
Shut up. Thank you, Celeste. Where bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So...
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all over the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that?
Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real... Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
There's no way!
But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity.
I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer.
Ah! What is it now?
Toko! Hina was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there.
No. Why? 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 Why?
She fainted. That did not sound good.
Toko!
Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake.
Toko, you okay? Come on, wake up!
Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood.
So, she is hemophobic? I imagine she does not want to watch too many horror films then.
This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, Technically, she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. Ah, so since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up!
And if she'd heard her, Coco suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. Such a strange reaction, I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. No time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortion she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard.
Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one?
Toko, are you okay?
I'm fine, yeah! Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted.
The world is a front and a back, a top and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies!
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. It's a good thing, right? Yeah!
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. Might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me?
If you need help, I don't mind.
Taka, could you help me?
Oh, she totally ignored me! Very well. You take care of the girl. The rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that. There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Right as rain! But don't take it as a bad thing, it's just a fact of life! Because that's how graduation works! Then, it's happened again? Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What, does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either, sorry. Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? Yeah, I sure did, chum. Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it. So please do your very tippy-top best on this investigation.
No way!
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all our other friends.
Why?
I hate this, I can't take it anymore!
I hate it too. I've had enough, I'm getting out of here. Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run. Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid, a dead body is a simple object.
You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
How could I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon. What? Do you want to die? Fine then. Go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space. A dead body is an object? Chihiro wasn't an object! Show a little respect or I'll beat some into you! Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko! If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right, that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro,
That's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims! If we mess this up, we're all dead meat! Hold on! If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer! In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people! What? I don't remember any rule like that! I just came up with it! I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? New rule. In that case, why not limit it to 1 person? Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility. Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial.
I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger.
Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens. You need to shut the fuck up!
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna drop Toko off at her room.
Nice! I'm gonna get dropped off!
There is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation tout de suite. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro, then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife.
I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. First of all, better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 o'clock a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay. Hey, Makoto. Do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me? Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh? I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just... You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So... You're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though. Now then, shall we get started? But... we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Great. I love Byakuya. I can feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more I look at it, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but we're still not sure how he did it. Is that what you want me to say? I wonder about that. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and there's a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
Don't imagine it could have been anything else. Okay. Found the murder weapon. That's good, at least. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to do is get stronger? Yeah, I do remember that she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about all that stuff. Cause of Chihiro's complex. Can't help wondering what it might be. I use this locker room all the time. Now, it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She was very light, that is true. Wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night? Perhaps. but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come to someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Okay, so we'll remember that. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
you're satisfied. Let's hurry up and proceed. So pushy, I got caught up with the wrong person this time. Wait, I think there was still stuff for me to investigate in there. Whatever. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Maybe this gun was used to... No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be filled with holes. Rotation donut. Found a coin. That's good. Remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? So, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together. You called for me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
Seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yeah.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. It's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct? If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. The school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct! So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room, only boys can go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey, Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right? Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things? You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
Yeah.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your own damn self.
that's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Asshole. Hate Byakuya. Mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. Seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. So, you're allowed to loan your e-handbook to someone if you're dead, because you don't have to ask permission. So whoever killed Chihiro borrowed another student's handbook that was already dead. I see, yeah. Now I understand.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
It's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, we did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs? Memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. Wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault. Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here! Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal! There's no way it would break that easily! But it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break! It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap! Oh, but, even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does. But it's a secret! I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks!
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say! You know what I think? I think this handbook isn't actually broken! But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite. What you mean? What you talking about? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think... You truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly and slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but it's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Put up or shut up. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. And you really think?
Don't make me.
Oh, it's the same thing. Oh, I have a basis to believe that. Okay. What basis do you have? Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. evidence. Does something like that really... Ah, hey, you two. Who's talking?
Big trouble! Need your help!
I don't have time
We're busy.
to play with you.
Leave us alone.
But it's emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me! This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me.
Just calm down, okay, Hina?
But it's an emergency.
An emergency? What happened?
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange.
Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. Suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I didn't expect that. I'm sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
Okay, come on, hurry.
Wait for us, Hina.
Let's go.
Looks like she headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right!
Toko.
Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. So, ring the bell.
You guys are too slow.
I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency?
Well, after what happened at the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her. You know, see how she was doing? But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out. She kept saying all this weird stuff.
Weird stuff.
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. May as well give it a shot. Door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, pulling yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that?
You've been acting like that the whole time. It rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer! To drive out the murderous fiend! Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But I felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it.
Toko was scared enough to even bar her door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her?
Yeah. She got the hots for you, Byakuya. Get your tight ass over there. Let's go. Work it. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? Come out of her room, I mean.
That's fine.
Sure. Whatever.
Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow! I guess you can be nice when you want to.
Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments,
What do you want?
Leave me alone! You're all so annoying! Ah! Bacula!
Bacula? What?
It's Byakuya.
Oh, yeah. Byakuya.
I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
And with that, the door slammed shut.
Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off.
Nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on! Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. What you got? Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. In the archives, probably. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up. Go inside. Oh. Here?
Let's go.
It all makes sense once you're inside. Whoa, there's so many books and files. So much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value to this place to endure the dust. So many files stuffed on the shelf. What's in all these things?
that's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No. I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Ton of thick files stuffed under the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. The kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files there are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh. Pay attention to your surroundings. You're sure to discover that value for yourself. Well, I'm trying, Byakuya. Jesus. Anywhere you want me to look? Stuff with stuff like with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh? That's a report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be disclassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Not making a sign, I'll return the file to the shelf. Yeah, no thanks. We're good. Wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. Extension cord, huh? Okay, yeah, I know. Ugh. Where do you want me to look? I'm trying to pay attention. I'm gonna kick you right in the balls. Where do you want me to look, Byakuya? Huh? Desk lamp. Oh yeah, same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room, right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie.
Well, it's not that, it's just not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. No use. Can't keep up with all this, it's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? And what about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like this are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. You don't understand what they actually represent. You don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? What makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents? And more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So, why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers, as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other words,
I already told you. There's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. Whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. It's beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through these reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than just a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf. When I was looking for, asshole! This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
that's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in
The
other
culprit
words,
isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. Ugh.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then, Genocide Jack really is... such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us?
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. I think I'm good. Alright, I'm not going anymore with this lamp. I get it. It's a lamp. Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takashi Yoshida, 30. Kawatsura Taro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Nahoise, Takashi Masamune, Yuto Yamajima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page... Oh god, there's more. Profiling results? All of the crimes took place in either the weekdays at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested the student may be... could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So in other
The
words,
key point here is the culprit may have a split personality. What personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know, I feel like my mind has gone numb. Okay, added something else to our case file.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait! Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that? Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. Just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, it's like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I uncovered something really important and clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend, one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene of the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Alright, let's go. Here. Oh, no, here. Go. Alright, let's go to the boys' locker room first. Hifumi. Ding ding ding! Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit! Another stat increase for me! Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet! But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs! Are you sure about that? Oh yeah! Miss Lundberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile, too. Really? What did she see? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Alright, so I guess we gotta go there first. Let's go talk to Celeste. Well, okay, well, we're here. So, while we're here, let's go and talk to... Let's go investigate the locker room, since we're right here, and then we'll go talk to Celeste. Okay. Huh. This poster. A popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem fit in the boys... It doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Okay, it's the boys' locker room carpet. I don't think there's anything else in here, at least. Go back to the girls' room. Nope, not the pool. Not the pool! The area, yes. And then we'll go to the girls' locker room.
Chihiro.
It's a bloodstained poster. Blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. Girls' locker room doesn't really seem the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, but wait. That reminds me. The poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker rooms. Like Sakura. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since... God, I'm doing really bad with my reading today. I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes, Hina and I use it together. Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However,
There is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled and left some on the carpet in the girls' locker room, and I left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Curious. Hey Kyoko, you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I'd better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. Rope was used to prop her up in some kind of crucifix position. Huh? Rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't rope at all. The more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, There's the issue of her being suspended, and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Alright, so we gotta go there. We need to talk to you, Mondo. Ugh. Dude, are real complex about being weak. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we already talked to you. Chihiro's complex, blah, blah, blah. There's the bloodlust. And on the wall, just like in all those other blood, yes. Alright. So we need to go hit the library again. And then we need to talk to Celeste. Do. The thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. But a coin. So cool. Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. That's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Dinna. Oh, I don't want the secret council. Desk lamp. Byakuya grabbed that one thing from over here and put it over there. Sure is dark over there. I thought we were looking for the case file. No. This one? One box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. And now it's not. I'll take another look at Genocide Jack's case file. It was around here somewhere. Huh? It's gone! Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that... I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. That bastard. Yeah, don't take the case file out. Asshole. Hate Byakuya. Alright, we need to go back to the first floor, because Celeste should be there. Oh, and Hina too, I guess. We have to talk to Hina. What you got, Hina? Oh, Hina. How's Toko doing?
Same as before, she won't come out. She just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there.
You left her?
My head was all swimmy and I was getting pretty hungry. Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her.
Speaking of which, what are you eating?
A donut, of course.
Of course.
There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts.
Really?
I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that's her one big regret. Aw, I tried to best spend more time with her.
Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well,
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us.
Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. It wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls.
Was she just shy?
I don't know. She talked to boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh, wait, maybe. Maybe she was just a guy spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right?
You think so? Never really saw her as that kind of girl. More stuff. Alright, we need to find Celeste, who should be in here, I think. I think this investigation's winding down. There she is. Celeste, what are you doing here?
This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from.
I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless.
Then you did find something?
Very well. I will tell you and only you.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse.
What? Really?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would ever have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose.
So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the trash jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. I think that's it for our investigation.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial! You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. There it is. Ahem. So, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind, or are we missing someone?
Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is...
You really don't remember?
Kidding! I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time. Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like that, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him.
I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible. Woo! So now everyone's here, right?
Okay then. Hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there. So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer? It's one of us. Someone standing right here. Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? I gave you plenty to work with. Shows how far your logic can take you. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. He gave a small nod in reply. one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop.
What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Good, good. You're rip-raring to go. Gotta say I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Ba-bum. And we will save. Bop. Alright, so I think this is probably a good time to pause here. We've been recording for about an hour and a half, so before we get into the trial, we'll save that for our next video. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like and subscribe for more like this, and I'll try to get more Danganronpa videos up. I really like doing this series, but it's very taxing doing all the voices for like over an hour, so I'm not going to be able to put one out like every day, but I'll try and get more of these up because I kind of slowed down with the series. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I appreciate you all watching. Catch you for the next one. Peace!